Hello students, in today's class we are going to learn about polynomials. Polynomials. Before learning about a polynomial, you have to understand about the coefficients and the degrees of any expression. If it is taken as 2x power 3 plus 4 is equal to 0, this is an independent variable and this is called as a coefficient. This is the coefficient and this is called the power or degree. This is called the power or degree. So we have to understand how to solve a polynomial of any degree or any power. If it is simply given as the 3x plus 5 is equal to 0, I can write it as by taking plus 5 to the other side of the equal to, we will get 3x is equal to minus 5, and by changing 3 to the other side as it is in multiplication, if it goes that side we will get it as minus 5 by 3. So these are the basic things. If it is not having any power, okay, that's simple to solve. Okay, let me go with another question. Suppose it is 4x cube plus 2x square plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, somewhat this is typical. So this is somewhat a typical type of polynomial. Okay, then how to solve such type of questions? So we have different types of solutions for different types of equations. So whatever the equation might be, there will be a particular solution. So which type of solution is that going to be? If I take an example as 3x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Remember that if I take any equation of having a highest degree of 2, if an equation is having highest degree of 2, then the value of x will be of 2 items. There will be 2 answers. If it is a cubic equation, 3x cube, then x will have 3 values. It will get 3 values here. So you have to remember that if the equation is of what degree, then the answer will also have the same degree, same number. Okay, if it is of a fourth degree equation, then x will have 4 values. If it is of nth degree, then x will have n values. Right. Now let me take a square equation. Suppose having a power of 2. Let me take an equation. Then the equation will be in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. This is also a form of a quadratic equation also. Okay, let me take a polynomial which is having ax square plus bx plus c. Here a is a coefficient and b is coefficient and also c is coefficient. Now 2 is the highest degree or power. Okay, to solve such type of questions, we can say the values of x as zeros. We can say it as zeros of x or roots of x, roots of the equation, whatever it might be. You can call it with the different names, but the value is value of x. Okay, remember that. Now we have some relations related to this equation in such a way that we get it as x square plus sum of roots, or we call it as sum of zeros, whatever it might be, into x plus product of roots is equal to 0. This is the basic form that we have to remember. Then what is sum of zeros and some product of roots or product of zeros? Sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a if it is a equation which is having a degree of 2, and product of zeros is nothing but c by a. Remember that if it is sum of zeros we will get minus b by a, and if it is product of zeros we will get c by a. Now let me take a quadratic or a polynomial equation having degree of 2 and let me solve it and verify it. Okay, I am taking an equation as x square plus 7x plus 10, x square plus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. Now I can write it. Initially I am solving this equation using factorization type. So if this is the 10 value, then I can write it as 2 into 5 or 5 into 2, whatever it might be. If I add, I have to get 10, I have to get 7, right? So that can be written as x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 10 is equal to 0. Taking x in common, x is equal to x plus 2. And again taking 5 in common, I get x plus 2 is equal to 0. Taking x plus 2 in common, I'll get x plus 5 here. That is equal to 0. Now equating to 0, we will get x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal, and under x is equal to minus 5. So these are the two values for x, right? According to the previous answer that we have to find that sum of roots must be 7 and product of roots must be 10, right? Let me check it. So one value is x and one value of x is minus 2 and another value of x is minus 5. So sum of zeros is equal to, how much is that? Sum of zeros is minus b by a actually. So minus b is minus 7 divided by 1, right? Minus 7 divided by 1 is nothing but 7, minus 7. Now here minus 2 plus of minus 5, that is nothing but again minus 7. So this can be verified from this equation. Again let me take product of zeros, that is nothing but c by a, where c is 10 divided by 1, that is equal to 10. Again product of zeros means minus 2 into minus plus 2 into 5 is equal to 10. So this is also verified. So whatever the equation might be, so that must satisfy the polynomial in two ways. Either whether you can take it as sum of zeros and product of zeros, or you can use the factorization method. Now let me take a cubic equation. Now let us go with the cubic equation. Cubic equation is having a power of 3, right? Then the equation will be in the form of ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. There will be 4 coefficients. For a cubic equation, there will be 4 coefficients, and the highest power is, or the highest degree is 3. Now, then sum of roots for this. Let me assume, let the roots or the zeros of the equation be alpha comma beta comma gamma. I am assuming the answers for this x are alpha comma beta comma gamma. Okay then. Now alpha plus beta plus gamma, nothing but sum of roots, is equal to minus b by a. Similarly alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, that is equal to C by A, and another one is alpha beta gamma is equal to minus D by A. You have to remember these formulas. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus B by A, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to C by A, and alpha beta gamma is equal to minus D by A. Let me take an example now. Now let this be the cubic equation 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. Now we are using the method of division to solve and find the values of x. So using method of division, initially verify with different values of x, like substitute 1, minus 1, 2 or minus 2, any one of this might get satisfied. In some conditions you have to check with different numbers also. Now let me check with minus 1. Okay, here that will be 3 into minus 1 minus 5 into 1 minus 11 into minus 1 minus 3 is equal to 0. That is nothing but minus 3 minus 5 plus 11 minus 3 is equal to 0. I am getting this as plus 11 minus 11 is equal to 0. So as this, I can say that x is equal to minus 1 is a value that is satisfying this equation. If x is equal to minus 1 satisfying the equation, then x plus 1 is an equation which satisfies this condition. Okay, so this is a value. So this cubic equation can be divisible by this value x plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. Now let's divide this equation. Remember, the division method is very important. Now let me take this equation. Three x square minus 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3 is equal to 0. So dividing this, as I got a root of x plus 1, so I am dividing with x plus 1 here. So I am dividing with x plus 1. So as I have 3 coefficient here, so whenever I multiply these two, I must get 3 here. So I am taking 3, and here I already have x. So I require 3x cube. That means I want x square in next term. So 3x square into x is equal to 3x cube. And 3x square plus 1, multiplying 3x square with 1, I will get it as 3x square. Now let me solve this. Subtracting, these two get cancelled, and I will get it as minus 8x square minus 11x minus 3. Now the coefficient what I require is minus 8. So multiplying with minus 8, I will get this coefficient, and I already have x, so I require another x here. So minus 8x is required to multiply. So minus 8x multiplied with x, that is equal to minus 8x square minus 8x minus 3, minus 8x. Now cancelling this, I will get it as minus 11 plus 8, that is nothing but minus 3x. Minus 3x, and again I have minus 3 here. So I require a coefficient of minus 3, so I am taking it as minus 3 here. So minus 3 into x, that is minus 3x, and minus into plus is minus, and 3 into 1 is 3. So this is the division. Look at this. So what happens? When I divide the given quotient with x plus 1, I get 3x square minus 8x plus minus 3. So whenever I multiply these two, I have to get this answer, right? So write that in a position. Look at this. X plus 1 into 3x square minus 8x minus 3. That is equal to 0. Either this must be equal to 0 or this must be equal to 0. Both can also be 0. So 3x square minus 8x minus 3 is equal to 0. So by solving this, again you will get this value. So how to solve? Let me go with the factorization method. So I am going with minus into minus, minus into plus minus, 3 3s are 9. So writing factors for this 1 and 9. So I have to take this as, I require minus here. So I am taking plus 1 and minus 1. Whenever I multiply this, I get minus 9, and whenever I add that, I will get minus 8. Right. So taking these values, 3x square plus x minus 9x minus 3 is equal to 0. Taking x common here, I am taking x common here, I will get it as 3x plus 1, and again taking minus 3 in common, I will get it as 3x plus 1, as minus into plus 1 is plus is equal to minus is equal to 0. So taking 3x plus 1 common, 3x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 3 is equal to 0. So these are the three values what I get. That is x plus 1, 3x plus 1 and x minus 3 are the three values of x. That is equal to 0. That is equal to 0. That is equal to 0. Now x plus 1 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to minus 1. 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to minus 1 by 3. And x minus 3 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to 3. So these are the three values that satisfies the given equation. What is the given equation? 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x plus minus 3 is equal to 0. That is the given equation. So in this manner you can use any type of cubic polynomial, or which is a 4th degree or 5th degree, whatever the degree might be, you can solve a polynomial or a quadratic by division method.